Hi guys, James from DBG here, and welcome to another video on stuff that I've just finished painting. As you can see, it's something quite different to my usual fare. We have a Blood Bowl team. This is a Dwarf Blood Bowl team, and it is by a company called Willy's Miniatures. And now these miniatures are all metal, which is quite odd nowadays. Not for small independents, but the bigger companies are all using resin and plastic. But yeah, they're all good sculpt, as you will see, as far as I can tell. They're all individual. There are some similar poses, but they're all individual with regards to faces and beards and stuff like that. But a little note, when this arrived from the client, it came with a small bag of tokens and things, which would be quite useful in games of Blood Bowl. So we have a red token with the, can't really tell, focus, with the Willy Miniatures logo on it. We have a yellow token, which is exactly the same except in yellow. Focus. There we go. And then we have this token, which is in resin. And then you get two little balls, which again are in resin. And these two have the, where I can find it, there we go, Willy Miniatures logo on it there. So yeah, it's a nice little touch. So, yeah, without further ado, let's dive into have a look at these miniatures. I'm doing my usual thing, just show you a selection, but I'm going to show you all the character ones because they are quite funky. So I'm going to start with this Troll Slayer. I'm assuming it's a Troll Slayer. It's been a long time since I played Blood Bowl. And you see what I mean about the details? Face and the musculature on the arms, back and chest, and the creases in the trousers. And all the numbers on the shoulder pads are sculpted in as well. So then we've got this guy. I'm assuming he's a blitzer type person, or iron breaker, or longbeard, or like I said, it's been a while. And the astute of you who actually know anything about American football might recognize the colors of these guys. They're in the red and gold of the San Francisco 49ers. And as you can see, we've got a standard green flock on the base with a white line painted on just for a little bit of something. And then this guy is the runner with his angry little face, and his ball, which is capped at both ends in metal. And before I go on, I just need to show you something. This is the gold. Vallejo Game Colour polished gold I used for the final highlight on the gold and metal, the metal gold parts, not the cloth gold parts, these miniatures, and it's really lovely. The pigment in this is amazing, and you hardly need any. It goes so far. So if you're doing some shining gold, get that stuff. It's really good. Now, Death Roller. The thing about this Death Roller is it's lovely little miniature, but it could have done with some instructions. It was not the easiest of things to, I mean, it's quite easy to work out how it goes together, but because of the instructions, lack of instructions, it took a bit of time to work out where the rear wheels went in a way that made it look like it worked. I'm still pretty sure that rear exhaust is not in the right place, but it's the best I could work out. Also, the casting on this particular one, may not be all, but on this particular one wasn't the best. There was lots of filing, trimming, and a little bit of drilling to get this guy to go together properly, because obviously it is metal. I'm assuming it's white metal. It's quite heavy, so everything needs to be secured properly while putting it together. Anyway, it's still a lovely miniature. So we're going to go on to the other side of things. So here's another blitzer or ironbreaker, whatever they are. This one's slightly different because he has no flesh on him at all. We have the other Troll Slayer. And then last of this little lot, another runner. This time with a slightly different ball, still banded in metal. And then we're just going to look at a couple of the linemen. Start with this guy here, doing the crouchy down kneely thing that American footballers do that I don't know. I prefer rugby personally. But you can see how well the numbers are sculpted on there. And here's the other crouchy kneely dude. I do like the way that the beards have been tucked under the arm just to get them out of the way. And we'll just look at a couple of the others. Shouty punchy dude. And then this guy here. See, all the beards are different. Some are plaited, some are just tucked in, some have braids and bands on them, and some don't. So yeah, these are all really good, really characterful miniatures. So yeah, there we go. That's Willy's Miniatures Dwarf Blood Bowl team. Now the client did say, I'm going to scooch the camera over. The client did say there's a couple of extra teams you might want done in the future, but yeah, hopefully there are, because these are cool miniatures and they're actually really fun to paint for a change instead of just a torrent of Space Marines, which is what I've been doing quite a lot of lately. Anyway, so please check out the links in the description to all the YouTube stuff, Patreon, the sponsors and affiliates, Goblin Gaming and the one I can never remember, and all the links to the social media, including Twitch, which Christopher is doing lots of streaming on, or planning to at the moment. Lost Crusade and possibly a couple other things that are coming up. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.